This is a used Pokemon game. Since it's an old Nintendo title, it has a special feature that doesn't exist anymore. When you play it and make a save file, it keeps the progress on the cartridge itself, not the console you're playing on or an SD card like in new games. So when you buy a pre-owned one, you'll be able to see everything the last player was doing before they called it quits for good. Sometimes they're loaded with shinies, event legendaries, and lost treasures. And other times they leave you with a Blastoise named Dick Ass. I've been buying these for years to explore save files for content, but I've only ever done it with English copies of Pokemon. So this time, I bought one for every single language Gen 4 was ever localized to. But the last one is the worst used Pokemon game that I have ever seen. So you're gonna wanna watch the end to at least see that one. Italy is starting off the Olympics strong here. My own copy of Diamond version doesn't even have a box, let alone all of the info books inside. So that's gonna get them some major points right off the bat. The packaging was standard and the cart itself looks great, which is a lot better than some of the other countries I bought from. The save booted up first try to show us BB. She's got 223 hours in Sinnoh, which is by far the record out of all the Gen 4 games I've looked at in the past. This guy was the GOAT. BB played for 223 hours. Now, what do you do once you're 200 plus hours deep into a DS Pokemon game? Well, obviously, what's the team? You start hacking. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, what the fuck? Yo, wait, they do it different in Italy. It looks like BB was using the classic action replay code that lets you spawn in whatever Pokemon you want, combine that with the unlimited Master Balls and the every Pokemon is shiny code, and you have a recipe to flex on every kid at the park. What if a shiny Weeping Bell? I looked up a guide on how to do this as a refresher and got an insane blast from the past Windows Live ass video from 2008. It's definitely a you had to be there type of thing. I don't have a problem with hacking at all. I literally played 100 hours of a modded Pokemon playthrough here on the channel, but Italy is gonna have to lose some points for the Game Shark shenanigans because I feel like this is the same thing as using steroids in a powerlifting competition. Shiny Geodude. Yeah, sure. Shiny Geodude and a Master Ball, sure. Shame, shame. A crazy note though, BB's adventure started in 2007. This person started playing Pokemon before I did. I'm getting mogged right now. I started my save in 2008. We're getting close to the 20th anniversary of a lot of people getting into Pokemon. In fact, some people in my stream were saying this save is older than they are, so that's terrifying. BB's original Hall of Fame team was a bit of an abomination though. 2 starters, 2 box legendaries, Luxray, and a Mesprit. All of that trading just to do the little Timmy method and spam Infernape the way Arceus intended. They went on to beat Cynthia like 5 more times with insane level 100 teams. They apparently did this over multiple years too, so that's gonna be bonus points as well. When I was a kid, the meta was always to delete your save and do a new playthrough when you finish the game, so I'm easily amazed by the save files that stick around for a long time. 2014, X and Y was out. The 3DS had come out. 7 years later, they're still catching Pokemon. Their boxes were just as insane as their party and HOF records. Rows and columns of the most random shiny Pokemon, all with the OTBB. It just screams, I have a USB cable and I'm not afraid to use it. Oh, Legende? Dugong in the legendary box.
Yep, it's him.
Funnily enough, they never hatched this egg that a random dude on the side of the road gives you in Hearthome City. I became a mother to this Happini that day. BB, you can send the child support payments to my Venmo. Take a look at this screen real fast. Even though this save was tainted in the end with some dirty cheating, I still think there was a lot of impressive stuff on it. Combined with the quality of the physical aspects of it, Italy is already a contender for the gold. Korea here immediately tried to one-up Italy because this package was immaculate. The box was perfect, there was all this bubble wrap in here to protect the game, the cartridge got this little sleeve, and best of all, they sent me snacks, bro! They sent me snackies! They knew what I was up to, they're trying to sweeten the deal. They're trying to get a better score. The Purple Thunder Show accepts this bribe of snackies. Now, believe it or not, I can't read a lick of Korean, but through the power of Google Image Translate, I'm sure we can decipher what's going on here. Okay, Translate is not looking really good. Hold on. I don't think we can use Google Translate. I eat anything well. Okay, to no one's surprise, Google Translate isn't the most accurate, but I've played Gen 4 enough times to make sense of what it's trying to say. 149 animals. This Kyogre and many other Pokemon in the save are transferred up from one copy of Sapphire. And as far as I can tell, everything is completely legit. What's crazy is this met at level 79 part means it was 79 when it was traded to this Diamond version. So this guy used it in a playthrough team in Hoenn and kept the legacy going in Sinnoh all the way to level 100. But my favorite Pokemon in this save is definitely Tom the Raichu. Now looking into their Hall of Fame record showed me something I've never seen before. Hold on now. He beat the game multiple times in multiple years. I need to see how many times did he beat Cynthia? 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10. He's beaten Cynthia once a day. This is the wake up routine. 13, 14, what the fuck? 16, 17, 18 times, man. A new record. They defeated Cynthia nearly 20 times to get their Kyogre up to max level. This has to be their favorite Pokemon, more than their Sinnoh starter, more than their Dialga, even more than their Hoenn starter, which they just traded away for a different one to a player named Danny. Danny, no! What city are we in? Let's find that out. We are at the Elite Foot. He was getting ready to do it again. He was going, I got one more in me. He was going for 19 before he sold the game. There was a couple of Mons in here from Fire Red Leaf Green too, though not nearly as many as Sapphire. It almost makes me feel guilty when I get saves like this. The easiest transfer between generations was GBA to DS because of the dual slot, so you don't need a second console or extra money to do it like later gens. Meaning a lot of people dumped their whole collection onto a single Gen 4 game just to sell it over a decade later to some asshole that farms YouTube shorts off of it. I do think Italy's save had more to it, but the authenticity of the Korean one and the multi-generation journey this Kyogre went on puts it up to first place. The Japanese version here didn't give us much to work with. It's a loose cartridge, so no box or booklets. The player only got 7 gym badges, though they did defeat Cyrus and get Dialga, so they just never went to Sunny Shore City after. Either they got lost trying to find the next town, or they rage quit. They last saved after getting 2 out of 3 of the Lake Trio Mons, the last one being Mesprit, the one that roams around the map. I would give up too if this asshole made me chase them around the country even though I saved their life like an hour ago. And because they didn't spend a lot of time in game, their team and boxes are pretty generic. I think this is going to be our first did not finish. Japan, you at least got to cross the finish line to get ranked in this competition. I'm sorry to say. This is not a box. This is a fucking ice cream sandwich. It is 2 pieces of cardboard taped together on top of the box. Oh my God, okay. I know which one this is. Folks, I have to apologize. I lied to you. I told you today that all of these save files were Pokemon Diamond, and I lied directly to your face, and I'm sorry. There was not a German version of Pokemon Diamond that was going to get to me within a good time frame. So I did what any man would do, and I bought a German version of Pokemon Pearl. I'm sorry. Okay. Now the box and the info books are looking good and the cartridge worked first try. So I'm gonna say Germany can start out at net neutral. Maybe German, they just have a few less letters for everything. 760 hours! What do you do? This is by far the most confusing save file I have ever opened because I have no idea what they did for 700 hours in this save. Michael was on Pokemon X and had 999 hours. Many people pointed out that it's likely because he was hatching eggs in Lumiose, and you can just take the gray stick like this and tape it there or put a coin there, and he'll just go around Lumiose forever. What do you do in Diamond and Pearl? There is nothing like that in this game. Maisel? I was gonna say Marcel. I keep trying whatever this accent is, and I don't think it's accurate for any language. Let's find out. What were they doing? No, they're gonna be all transferred out. No! They traded all their oh no, they're gonna be all gone. 760 hours, you leave me nothing, Maisel. They have a lot of Pokemon in these boxes, but none of them are that cool. There's a bunch with the OT Marcel, including all the super low level Pokemon in their party, so I'm guessing pretty much everything worthwhile was traded out of here to another save. This is backed up by the massive amount of link trades done in their player card. But even checking their Hall of Fame record, it's kind of lame. Is this the most mid Hall of Fame team of all time? 2 unevolved Pokemon because he did not trade the box legendary and ugly, a level 43 ugly. For a guy who has almost 800 hours, I have no idea what he was cooking, man. Another oddity of this save is something I didn't even know was a feature before. He had a high score. I'd never seen a number this high on the other saves, and then I realized I don't even know what this means. My first guess was something to do with the battle tower.
This is where you trade in BP. Hold on, well, let's find out. That's not BP. He only has 21 BP.
Next, I checked contests, and yeah, nothing there.
What is points?
The Poketch doesn't even look like he was a shiny hunter, so it's not something to do with that. Completely stumped, I went online, and apparently these are points you get in Gen 4 for doing various things in the game, like catching and battling Pokemon. And I mean, this guy caught a decent amount of stuff, but not enough for a crazy score like this. But then I saw the easiest way to get a high score is by capturing flags in the underground.
Wait, hold on. Was he going underground? The children yearn for the mines? You have to go into the mines to find out what this guy was doing. I refuse to believe this 700 hours is for naught.
I had a realization that every time I've checked a Gen 4 file, I never look at their secret base. So if they were farming flags, that means they were playing with all kinds of other players, raiding their hideouts and getting cool items in the process. Their room in the underground must be awesome.
Okay, it's right here. It's right here. This is gonna tell us a lot. I wanna go in.
There's nothing in it! No, Maisel! This is the most mid save file of all time! 500K in New York. Germany, I think your placement today could be summed up by this clip.
Oh no, folks. I got bad news. Okay, so the good news. He linked up 185 times, 108 trades. He is 0-4 in battles. He battled 4 times and lost every time. Okay, if you speak German, if you're watching this in the future, please join my Discord, go download the save file and tell me what the fuck was going on. There has to be something. It's in a DVD case. This was not in a package. It was not in a box. It was not in shrink wrap. It is a DVD. Fucking Shrek 2 or some shit was in here. They wrapped some tape around it and set it across the ocean. Someone out there, when I make this video, is gonna go in the comments and go, well, if you were a real Pokemon fan, you would know this is a very trusty way to shut the fuck up. I haven't seen the cartridge. I don't know what this is. This is what it's taped to. Look at this. Look at this. If this works, it's going to be a miracle. It's not working. It's not working. What else can you do? Come on, man, please. Spain? This is a sick joke. Oh. Come on. Spain? Please? It fucking doesn't work. No! Spain! Try again. Okay, come on. For the people, Spain? Edición Diamante. No! My right nut! 2 gym badges! We have a Monferno. A fucking shiny Grovyle. A level 100 Empoleon named Bonito. A level 100 Kricketot. A level 100 Dugtrio. And the game fucking froze again. I'm done, Spain. You don't get the silver medal. You don't get a happy to participate. You get this.
After the Spain and Germany boxes, it was so nice to get a very normal package. It was also nice to see a working save file who actually beat the game. Kaylin's last save was in the GTS, which is weird because this playthrough is only from a few years ago, and the Nintendo Wi-Fi servers on the DS closed down in 2014. Chat thought they might be using the fan-maintained ones, but I don't see any Pokemon in the boxes that look like they came from someone else.
We didn't have no Wonder Trade back in the day.
Though I will say, I think Kaylin may have the worst playthrough team that I have ever seen in any save file so far.
Every Pokemon is like level 30, except the starter. Except the starter. If nobody got me, I know Infernape got me.
I mean, they were probably trying to train up these unevolved guys in the party, but even the starter was pretty low level for a guy who almost hit triple-digit hours. I went to check his Hall of Fame team to see who he actually used during the bulk of the game.
Wait. Where's the Hall of Fame button? Did this guy not beat the Hall of Fame? Does he not have 8 badges? Hold on. He's got 8 badges. He never beat Cynthia! What? What the fuck? France! He never even went to the Pokemon League. He never fought Cynthia at all. He didn't see Aaron, the bug type guy, let alone Cynthia. He never went to Victory Road. He never surfed north of Sunny Shore City.
I'm gonna be honest, this is one of the wackest things that I have ever seen. Plenty of these save files got a few badges and didn't finish the game, then sold it. But 8 badges? 90 hours? And didn't even try the Pokemon League? He got Waterfall from Jasmine, so it's not like he was soft-locked or something. Maybe he just got smoked out on the water route heading north because his team was that bad. Regardless, France, you're getting a fat DNF. You gotta come back in 4 years. The final copy of Pokemon Diamond version is the English one, and it is easily the worst used Pokemon game that I have ever bought. But it's also the whole reason this video started. Let me explain. I browse eBay pretty often for interesting games to buy for these videos. One day I came across the listing for this very game. The pictures were not hiding the fact that this shit literally had holes in it, but was still 65 bucks. I thought there was absolutely no way this was gonna work, but one of the pictures showed it running on a DS. Fun fact, the listing says the condition is good. So that's nice. I decided to make a YouTube post about it. I said if I got 100 likes on it, I would buy the Diamond version, no questions asked. It then got almost 3,000. So 7 packages and 6 months later, it's finally time to see, does this copy of Pokemon Diamond actually work?
All right, I want to give this guy credit. He's got all of the papers in here. The instructions on how to Wi-Fi connect, Pokemon Battle Revolution flyer. You get bonus points for that. I haven't looked at it yet, and oh my god, it's the real thing. It's the one from the thumbnail. What the fuck, brother? I'm really hoping it works, guys. Holy fuck. Imagine if it works. It's not looking so good. I thought there was a chance it works because I was like, okay, it's kind of symmetrical. Like this side bends, but so does this. But if you look at a normal cartridge, 0 of them are bends. So the fact that there are multiple bend ones, I don't think any amount of blowing on this is gonna work. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really thought there was a chance, but now that I'm looking at it, there was never a way for this to work. No amount of putting it in and taking it back out is good. So either it worked at some point or they just fucking lied to me. $60, man? I was just straight up scammed. It'll work, try again. One more for the boys. No way! No way! No way! Wait, no way! No way! Folks, holy shit! Whoever said try again! Oh my god! Wait! Hold on! Oh my god! No way! It's fucking working! No way! Oh my god! Cinema! Wait! There's literally no way!
People are gonna think this is fake. I know it sounds crazy, and this was the last one in the haul, but I swear on Arceus, I couldn't make this up if I tried. I was literally moments away from storming in the seller's DMs to talk some good shit when some miracle booted this up on my DS. Now, okay, we have to calm down. Getting the game to work is just the baseline, okay? The other countries didn't send me on a 30-minute anxiety roller coaster to get their games working, so the English save is gonna need to put up some numbers. My mind is so broken after this stream. I read this and I was like, whoa, I can read this language. Wait a minute, what? Okay, Marcus, what do you have for us, my friend? He's a baller! He's a baller! $866,000? 9,500 score. He was playing in 2008. Another gamer who started before I did. And he got that fine signature. It took him 11 hours to beat the game. He's a speedrunner. What's the team? Hit me with it. We've got Marcus had a Luxray, a Grovyle, came from Hoenn. So this is another guy who started Hoenn, instantly traded it up. You'll love to see that. Giratina, Goat, from Turnback Cave. So that's from this game. Blaziken arrived at level 100. So you got that shit from his Hoenn version. And then of course, Infernape, the starter, baby. Already loving this guy. He's got a capsule. No one has had a capsule yet. Hold on. Let me see what it is, man. Whoa. Okay, it's just a star. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. What's in the box, baby? What's in the box? Celebi? Is this real? It's real! When 2011? This is a real Celebi. That's crazy. Wait, I think this is the first like real event Pokemon I've ever found. What else you got in here, bro? He had a real shiny. Yo, Mount Coronet. He caught a real shiny. I'm just looking for any evidence of cheating. He just found a shiny in Mount Coronet like a fucking boss. Wait, he has a lot of Cranidoses, a lot of fossil Pokemon. Hold on, hold on. Wait, you can go to the underground though and get fossils. Wait, hold on. That doesn't mean he cheated. That doesn't mean he cheated. Is this the best gamer of all time? Let's check. What do we got here on the Poketch, by the way? Anything good? What the fuck is this? I've been visited by a curse. Wait, whoa. Hold on, Marcus. He was a Kanto gamer as well. This is real. Oh my God, I think this is the best gamer of all time, folks. A lot of heart scales and thunderstones. Okay, wait, he was going crazy in the underground. That's where all his time is. Show me the underground base. What do we got down here? Well, you can't even get over there, Marcus. What if I had guests? He has like 40 Thunderstones and like 20 Cranidoses. So he was going ham, mining the walls. He really just for 300 hours ran around these halls. The children yearn for the mines, man. Yeah, this save, it's peak. Boxes stuffed with rare Pokemon, an event Celebi, a full odds shiny Clefairy, and all of it is 100% legit. Some Pokemon are even transferred up from GBA games as well. Much like Germany's game, it's looking like a lot of playtime came from mining in the underground. There's a million fossil Pokemon in these boxes, and they collected a ton of stones and items. Their actual base isn't anything crazy, but hey, at least they actually left the proof of all their effort for us to see. It looks like they make it a goal to get their starter to level 100 in each save. Infernape and Blaziken from their respective games being the firefighting powerhouses the little Timmy method loves to use. From the playtime, to the rare Pokemon, to the underground progress, to the post-game completion, to doing stuff that not even I did on my original playthrough. Only by a miracle of Arceus himself does this work. Every fucking pin down here at the bottom is bent. Legitimate cinema. That not only did it work, I think it might be the best save file we looked at today. Call me biased, but I just have to say that this is our gold medal winner. Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Flag on the play. Your Giratina is your HM slave? Cutfly defog on Giratina is crazy work. Thank you so much for watching this video. It took forever to put together. If you like stuff like this, you absolutely need to go watch my last save file video. I went through over $1,500 worth of save file stuff, and that's including GBA, DS, 3DS games. So you're not gonna wanna miss out on that if you liked this video. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Peace.